Hi there, welcome to Story Time on the Back Porch. We're so glad you joined us today. We're excited because it's that time of year. It's time for Christmas. And we are dressed up today just for the season. We've got Litzy in her bandana. Lucy even has on her reindeer antlers. And there's Lila, all dressed in red and green. And this is my son, Nick. And that's a nice name for this time of year.
I know, right? Just like St. Nicholas.
Exactly. Well, he is going to be our guest reader for today, and you've got a special story.
I do indeed. I have a book called The Littlest Soldier. As you can tell, it's actually made of fabric, unlike a lot of other books which are made of paper. And this was actually given to me by my aunt when I was just a little boy.
Well, I look forward to you reading it.
Well, I look forward to it too, and I hope you all enjoy.
Once, in a toy-filled nursery, a set of wooden soldiers stood rigidly at attention. They were lined up on shelves, and each seemed very much like the next. Except, of course, for the general. He wore a uniform with gold braid, and sat upon a spotted horse, and looked even sterner than his troops, perhaps because the wooden horse was so uncomfortable. In the last row stood one very small soldier. His uniform was just as handsome, and he stood just as bravely as the others. But when Santa had painted the face of this little fellow, he had looked in a mirror and copied his own jolly smile. And instead of a gun, this small soldier carried a tiny bright red drum. Rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum, he played over and over on the little drum. The bigger toy soldiers stared at him with stern faces. The general scowled and spoke in a solemn voice. "You aren't a real soldier like us. We carry weapons and are ready to perform brave, important deeds. You just smile and carry a drum. What could you possibly do with a little drum?" Though his painted smile remained as bright as ever, the little soldier's heart grew heavy. Perhaps the general is right. "Do you think that my drum and I are really useless?" he asked the other toys. "But I love to dance to the rup-a-pum of your drum," sighed the ballerina doll. She rose on her dainty toes and whirled around the nursery floor. "Oh, the rup-a-pum-pum of your drum is such fun," giggled the toy clown. "It makes me feel so happy, I want to turn somersaults." "And I always play duets with you," said the stuffed elephant. He liked to raise his trunk and trumpet in tune with the rup-a-pum-pum of the drum. All of the toys told him how much they liked the rup-a-pum-pum of his little drum. Still, a tear slid down the small toy soldier's smiling cheek. "You are all very kind, but I want to do a truly important deed," he said sadly. "Perhaps one day you will," growled the old teddy bear. "Meanwhile," he added kindly, "remember that Christmas will soon be here, and we must be ready to greet Santa Claus." Soon it was Christmas Eve, the most special night of the year for the toys. It was the night when Santa Claus visited nurseries all over the world and brought new toy friends. But as it grew dark, thick snow started to fall. It soon turned into a blizzard. The toys stood by the window and anxiously searched the sky for Santa's sleigh. "Where can he be?" they worried. "What if he can't find his way in the storm? What can we do?" they asked each other. "We'll wave and shout. Perhaps Santa will hear us," suggested the old teddy bear. "All together now." So the ballerina, the clown, the elephant, and the teddy all called out, "Here we are, Santa!" All the other toys mooed and meowed, barked and baaed, eeked and squeaked, oinked, neighed, roared, hooted, and howled, but their tiny voices were just blown away in the wind outside. "We'll signal Santa with a gun salute," the general said confidently. His troops fired their weapons into the storm, but the faint pop-pop of their rifles couldn't be heard either. "I may be small, but I want to help," the little toy soldier spoke up bravely. "I'll do the only thing I know how to do, but I'll try to do it better than ever before." And so he played his little red drum. "Rup-a-pum-pum, do you hear my drum? Rump-a-pum-pum, Santa, please come." He played so well and so loud that the sound of the drum echoed up through the whirling snow. Up, 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 to where Santa was flying through the sky, unable to see the roofs below, and wondering if and where he and the reindeer could land. "By my whiskers," Santa shouted with relief, "I hear the rup-a-pum-pum of a little drum. Can it be that small toy soldier who has the smile just like my own?" And following the rup-a-pum-pum of the drum, Santa guided the reindeer down, down, down through the snow. He landed his sleigh on the rooftop and went straight to the nursery. There, while the other soldiers saluted and the toys cheered, Santa pinned a tiny gold medal on the small soldier's chest. "Though you aren't very big, you have a big heart," he said. "Sometimes just trying to do your very best is the bravest and most important deed." Everyone smiled, including the general, though it cracked the paint on his face so badly he was never able to scowl again. The old teddy bear adjusted his spectacles wisely. "I do believe," he growled, "that this will be the very best Christmas ever."
And that was The Littlest Soldier.
That was great. Okay, tell me, which were your favorite voices? You had lots of voices in there.
At least a few.
Yeah, a few, and some sound effects as well. Well, that was a great story. The Littlest Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. A classic here in the Spencer family. Well, we hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Be sure and join us again for Story Time on the Back Porch, and you can hear a story anytime by subscribing to my YouTube channel.